Welcome back to another episode of Wild California. Today we're in the garden, beautiful day in San Diego, and I'm testing out a new concept to maximize my yield on potatoes. So today's harvest day, we're gonna see how we did. One thing is, if you start trying to grow your own food, you realize pretty quickly that it's hard to actually grow calories. You can grow tomatoes and cucumbers and herbs and things really easily, and they can make you a lot of tasty food. There are no calories in that food, really. So if you want to grow calories, you need to think about protein, fat, and carbs. For me, for protein, I'm doing chickens for eggs. I don't eat my chickens, but they make me a lot of eggs. I grow a lot of avocados for the fat. And for carbs, I'm doing potatoes. And actually, I've discovered an infinite potato hack. You buy potatoes at the store, you eat some, but before you can finish them all, they start to sprout. You put them in the ground, those potatoes turn into more potatoes, you harvest them, you eat some, you don't eat them all in time, they sprout, you put those in the ground, etc., etc. So you can have potatoes forever if you just never eat your whole stalk. It's kind of like making sourdough. So the trick I'm doing here is, I don't know if everybody knows this, but if you bury the potato plant as it sprouts, then you're kind of fooling it into extending the harvest vertically. So potatoes want to make all of their tubers right below the surface of the soil. And if you keep burying the plant, you keep extending that surface of the soil, you trick the plant into growing vertically. I've been doing that in the past with dirt, and this year I tried it with just straw. So this is my potato bed. It's a 3x5 bed, really cheap to put together. These potatoes were up, huge canopy up here, but now they're starting to die and fall down. You're supposed to wait until they completely die and fall over, but I'm impatient, so we're harvesting today. I have about 6 to 8 inches of straw here, and we're gonna see if I have actually a column of potatoes or if it's still all at the surface level. The other thing about the straw that's really cool, I actually planted these in November, but as my potatoes are sprouting, I just kept completely covering the plant with straw, completely buried it. And the benefit there was in December and January, I had a little bit of frost and that would have killed the foliage here, but it was all insulated under straw. So I really love this straw method. Straw is cheap. I think the potatoes I get out of this are gonna be clean, and I'm hoping I get more. So let's get to it. Just want to show you what this is looking like. I'm not getting a full 6 inches or 8 inches of potato, but I'm definitely getting more. And you can see here's an example. So this is probably where the original soil level would have been. And then I had hay piled up to here. So I am getting definitely more potatoes than I would. Let me show you one other thing. This is the larva of a fig eater beetle. So when you see those iridescent green beetles, these live in everyone's compost. They're basically harmless to your plants. They do help your compost, but if you have any broken fruit, like your figs start to ripen, these beetles will get into your fruit and eat the fruit. So they are a little bit of a nuisance later in the summer. These are great food for my chickens. So I'm gonna give these to my chickens. Another thing I wanna show you is, this is the beginning of a potato. So the potato is a tuber. It is a bulbous offshoot of the root. This whole thing is root. So you can see, here's the root where I planted it in the ground. Here's where I buried it with straw. And it was growing potatoes. There's one, there's one, there's one even up here. So this method does work. I think if I had kept piling straw more than 6 to 8 inches, I would have a lot of potatoes. I'm loving this. The other thing is, look how rich my soil is. This was actually kind of dry, sandy looking soil, and all of that mulch, like there's worms in there. This is a great method. I'm gonna do this again. One last thing I wanna show you. This is the potato I planted. So it's all brown, it's been in the ground for a while, but that's still a seed potato. I'm gonna save these and replant them. Here's another good example. Hopefully you can see this. You see I got potatoes all the way down. I've got a good 4 6 inch layer of potatoes. That's because I extended that vertically with the straw. Look at all these potatoes right here on the surface. That's all because of the straw. Look how beautiful this soil is. And all these plants and all of these straw that's recognizable is going into the compost. One thing is, you'll notice, you'll find you have a lot of small guys like that, and some of them are even smaller where you can't pick them up, you can't really find them. Those will just reseed this bed. So sometimes you don't even need to plant potatoes. Once you're growing potatoes, you have volunteer potatoes in that bed again and again and again. Whole pile right here. That looks like an old one. All right, check this shit out. That's my harvest. Easily 15 pounds of potatoes. Probably take them inside and weigh them. Got a wheelbarrow full of compost. That's all the foliage and the straw that didn't get digested. My garden soil is looking fantastic. Those are seed potatoes that still have life in them, so I'm just gonna replant them. And I got some grubs that I'm gonna feed my chickens. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. 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 Here you go. Chick, chick, chick. Come on. Not you, the other one. Chick, chick, chick. All in all, I'm gonna say this was a huge success. I turned food waste into all of this for free. So don't throw those potatoes away. Put them back in the ground. I didn't even water this. The rain is coming. Ouch, stop it. These chickens are after me for more grubs. Sorry. And guess what? It's spring. So all these potatoes, the seed potatoes that still have life, are going back in. I'll probably take some of these teeny tiny ones that are too small to eat, and those will go back in. And then they'll start to sprout on my counter. Those will go back in. So that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Get out there growing, get out there, enjoy the beautiful weather, get out there, enjoy the Golden State.